Right now this morning, new leadership at the La Crosse Community Foundation will tell you who's taking charge. And caught on camera, how your pet's funny moments could win you $1,000 and help a local humane society.
Plus, cold conditions yet again today with the possibility of a light chance of snow working in the forecast. We'll talk about that in just a second.
This is News 8 Now this morning.
Good morning, I'm Alexandra Carter.
And I'm Art Jarrett.
It is Tuesday, January 7th. We've got our coats on. We've got some cold air blowing in our studio. We're dealing with that, working our way through it. Cold air also blowing outside.
Yes, it is, my friend. Well, it'll get there eventually, but as we go into the day, we'll see how this all plays out. We'll hold on to some northwesterly winds coming in later, but right now the winds are calm. I was going to say, Alexander, we fancy right now, holding on to cold conditions through the forecast, and then colder conditions for tomorrow as we have highs in the teens, so we're lowering those local temperatures. We'll also be picking up dry conditions that may linger all the way into the remainder of the week now as situations are continuing to change, holding on slowly but surely. We'll hold on to the cold, with the dry, we'll hold on to mostly cloudy skies for the better part. We may even see some cloudy skies today. And then late snow chances coming into the forecast today in the afternoon, possibly going into the night, overnight as well, and into the morning for tomorrow as we get into your morning forecast. Getting into it here, current temperatures, holding on to temperatures around 5 degrees at Eau Claire, -2 in Black River Falls, still 9 for La Crosse. As we get down to the south, you're looking at 10 degrees there. And the temperature and the feels like temperatures are fairly similar, so there's not much in the way of wind chill, not much in the way of fog this early morning. As we get into it, the moisture is slowly but surely working its way back into the forecast region here, coming through Minneapolis, and the possibility of snow working in the forecast is not out of the question, working into the area as we go into the afternoon around the noon hour. Holding on to that right now, you can see that little sliver. As we get into the day, you'll see the clouds go in and out and then get back into at least mostly cloudy skies for the better part of the day. I'll have your forecast coming up for you in just a moment. Stick around.
All right, Art, thank you. Well, a massive and deadly storm pushes off the East Coast today after some final havoc this morning. Now an added problem is an Arctic blast coming on the heels of the storm. In many areas, it's preventing snow and ice from completely melting. That means lingering dangerous conditions could be a concern all along the recent storm's path. That includes areas from the central U.S. to the East Coast. In one of her final acts as vice president, Kamala Harris presided as Congress certified the victory of her opponent, Donald Trump, in the 2024 presidential election yesterday. It was a stark contrast to the chaos that erupted 4 years ago on January 6th when rioters stormed the U.S. Capitol. CBS's Jared Hill has more for us from Washington.
Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes.
With Vice President Kamala Harris presiding, Monday, Congress certified the election of her opponent, Donald Trump, as the next president of the United States.
The chair declares this joint session dissolved. Thank you.
The proceedings lasted just about 30 minutes. A far cry from 4 years ago when a violent mob stormed the Capitol trying to stop the certification of President Joe Biden's 2020 election win in favor of Donald Trump.
One of the most important pillars of our democracy is that there will be a peaceful transfer of power.
Trump celebrated on social media, posting, "Congress certifies our great election victory today, a big moment in history, MAGA." House Speaker Mike Johnson told reporters he spoke with Trump over the weekend and yesterday as the new GOP House and Senate began working on Trump's legislative priorities.
What he wants to ensure is that we deliver the America First agenda. That is our mission. That is our intent.
The nation's capital is on high security alert right now, with a number of high-profile events this month, including Trump's second inauguration in about 2 weeks. Large fences and a heavy police presence are back around parts of the now snow-covered city. This also comes as the body of former President Jimmy Carter is set to arrive at the Capitol later today. The 39th president set to lie in state until Thursday before his state funeral.
CBS News has also learned President-elect Trump is expected to attend meetings with some Republican lawmakers on Capitol Hill tomorrow. Trump has also said he will attend former President Carter's state funeral in Washington on Thursday. And the same day that Congress certified the election win for Trump, a New York City judge ruled the president-elect still must be sentenced Friday in his hush money case. The judge has said he won't sentence Trump to any jail time, but Trump's lawyers argue the sentencing must be put on hold while his appeal play out. Trump and his team say the conviction should be overturned based on the Supreme Court's ruling on presidential immunity. Trump was convicted in May on 34 counts of falsifying business records. Wisconsin lawmakers, meantime, are beginning a new legislative session. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has more on what we can expect from the state capitol as representatives take the oath of office.
We will always remember that it's the hard-working taxpayers who need relief from the crushing burden of rising prices.
Wisconsin legislators are ready for a new session as 37 new members join the Capitol's ranks. Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says his party says a top priority is sending state surplus money back to taxpayers.
We will pass a tax cut focused on those who pay taxes in Wisconsin. The money that we set aside for that tax cut will not be spent by this legislature on other wants, no matter how many special interests or tax and spend politicians apply pressure to get it out of the Treasury's hands.
The new session comes as Governor Evers proposes expanding the state's referendum process. Right now, only the legislature can put constitutional amendments to referendum. Evers' plan would allow voters to submit petitions to the Wisconsin Elections Commission. With enough signatures, a referendum question to change the Constitution or state laws would appear on a subsequent ballot. For News 8 Now this morning, I'm Jeremy Wall.
If that constitutional amendment gets approved, that could allow for a vote keeping the state's 1849 abortion ban. Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu said the legislature is unlikely to go for Evers' proposal. And speaking of Governor Evers, he's putting his political future on hold. The Democrat says any decision about a third term will have to wait until after the budget process. At 74, he's already hinted at running again in 2026. But first up is his State of the State address next month, where he'll outline his two-year budget plan. FBI and U.S. Marshals joining the manhunt for a New Lisbon murder suspect. It has been a week now since 3 bodies were found in a New Lisbon home. A survival expert says it's likely that Virgil Thu isn't hiding in the woods because of the freezing cold temperatures. He's likely found his way indoors.
Well, fugitives in this position will rely upon other people that are sympathetic to their whatever is going on in their life and maybe assist them. Can he be hidden in plain sight right there in that small town? Possibly.
The expert says if Thu is dead, it makes the search more difficult. And a reminder this morning, if you see anything suspicious, call police immediately. The Pentagon is now offering to make things right with veterans forced out under Don't Ask, Don't Tell. The proposed deal would help vets kicked out of the military for their sexual orientation. More than 30,000 service members lost their jobs under the policy. Many lost access to their benefits as well. If approved, the settlement would help more than 18,000 veterans get those benefits back. The Defense Department isn't commenting on the deal, which stems from a 2023 lawsuit. New this morning, the La Crosse Community Foundation welcoming a new leader this morning. Chad Dull taking over as CEO today. The Cashton native built his career at Western Tech and La Crosse schools and recently led a national poverty education program. We'll sit down with Dull this morning and bring you his vision for La Crosse on News 8 at noon. The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news, Ford recalling hundreds of thousands of these heavy-duty trucks. We'll tell you why. President Biden blocking new Arctic drilling, and McDonald's making changes to its hiring practices. All of that coming up. And Social Security payments will increase for millions of Americans. What these changes mean for retirees, their families, and you, coming up. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. We haven't had a panda video all year. It's time for one. Here it is. A pair of giant pandas had a blast playing in the fresh snow at the Smithsonian's National Zoo in Washington, D.C. yesterday. Bao Li and King Bao rolled and played in about 5 inches of snow that covered their outdoor habitat at the National Zoo and Conservation. The zoo was not open to the public Monday because of the weather, so they got some private time. Looks like they're having fun. As you start to wake up this morning, leaving you with a quick wake-up call with the city where you can go see the largest golden nugget in the world and the largest bronze sculpture in the nation. That is Las Vegas, Nevada. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Attention business owners. Start 2025 confidently with your choice roofing. your trusted partner for commercial roofing solutions. Our expert craftsmanship and premium materials ensure a roof that stands the test of time. Don't wait. Our schedule is filling up fast. Get ahead of the rush and secure your spot now to protect your building and your bottom line. Visit yourchoiceroofing.com today to get started.
As I deteriorated, I needed something that would allow me to go from floor in the garage to floor in the home. Jason helped introduce to me all sorts of accessibility equipment. I have no questions about credibility and research. Personally, if somebody was asking me, I would say, here's who I would call.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevator. Stop in and see us today.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Hey, Dominic here. We always get asked, what do you have for burgers? With over 40 blends at our outlet store, we recommend these 4. All-purpose, beef and more, steak and game, and Lena's Ufta. First, you need ground beef, preferably from a local meat shop. Mix in 2 to 3 teaspoons of pleasing per pound, make into patties and grill to your liking. All 4 of these will make great tasting burgers, and they're all low in sodium. Get these seasonings and more at the outlet store. And buying local always tastes better.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
All right, well, good morning. If you're hitting the roadways, you're holding on to some calm winds right now. Later on the day, though, we'll get northwesterly winds popping through the picture. But right now, we do have the cold, we do have the dry. That's going to stick with us as we finish out most of the week. You get into the school bus forecast for La Crosse. You're looking at partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy conditions, holding on to 11 degrees this early morning. Then once you're heading home, though, you get back into cloudy skies. Around 3 o'clock, there's a possibility of light snow hitting the ground for you today. Now, we had that yesterday, and it's a possibility it could happen again today. Current dew points, we are dry out there right now, believe it or not. We're holding on to some really dry conditions, -6 in Black River Falls, -3 in Sparta, and La Crosse is at 4 degrees. Current temperatures for you, though, holding on from at least 5 to 7 degrees. It's I rarely see Eau Claire colder than Ladysmith, but you're also holding on to 9 degrees for La Crosse. Not much change for this hour from last hour. Black River Falls still holding on to -2, and the temperature and the feels like temperature, the wind chill is fairly similar. So the winds are calm right now, so it's really not affecting us. Observed winds, you can see, calm across the board with the exception of La Crosse going into Marshfield from at least 3 to 6 miles per hour. Wind gusts will hold on to that similar as we go through the day, possibly up to 10 miles per hour and maybe 11 and 12 by the time we get to the 5 o'clock hour this evening for your evening commute, and then backing off. You'll see the clouds holding on for the morning hours, increasing as we go through the mid-morning hours, 10 degrees to at least 20 degrees as we get into the noon. And of course, for Eau Claire, you're looking at 7 degrees, picking up to about 18 degrees today, and you're in and out of the clouds, still holding on, but by 3 o'clock, we're back to the cloudy conditions. 20 to at least 27 degrees for your highs for today, as you can see, and then we'll finish out your forecast, holding on to maybe possibility of snow working from north to south through the area between 3 o'clock and beyond. That's a look at your forecast. Back to you, Alexandra.
In your consumer news this morning, Ford is recalling nearly 300,000 heavy-duty pickup trucks. The automaker says it's over a biodiesel deposit issue that could lead to failure of the high-pressure fuel pump. That in turn may result in a loss of drive power. Dealers will do a free software update to fix the issue. If you own one of these, you'll be notified by mail next week. President Biden is banning some offshore drilling in a way that President-elect Trump would struggle to undo after his inauguration. The White House says Biden is permanently banning future offshore oil and gas development in parts of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The law gives presidents broad authority to withdraw federal waters from future oil and gas leasing and development, but it doesn't give presidents explicit authority to revoke the action and put federal waters back into development. Another major U.S. corporation is ending some of its diversity, equity, and inclusion practices. McDonald's is the latest, making its announcement yesterday. The fast food giant, in a statement, says it'll sunset its specific diversity goals. Those include requiring their suppliers to commit to certain DEI targets. However, McDonald's says it remains committed to its mission to maintain a diverse workforce. President Joe Biden recently signed a new law that will increase Social Security payments for millions of Americans. In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan explains what these changes mean for retirees and their families.
Millions of Americans will be getting bigger Social Security payments thanks to a bipartisan bill that President Joe Biden signed into law Sunday.
Social Security is the bedrock of financial security for retirees and survivors.
The Social Security Fairness Act increases payments by, according to Biden, about $360 per month for about 2.5 million teachers, firefighters, policemen, and other public sector workers who also receive pension income.
Americans who have worked hard all their lives to earn an honest living should be able to retire with economic security and dignity.
The law eliminates two previous provisions that reduce payments for public service retirees and their spouses. First, the windfall elimination provision, which lowered payments for retired or disabled workers who also received pension payments, and the government pension offset, which reduced Social Security benefits for spouses, widows, and widowers who also received a government pension of their own.
We focused on the repeal of provisions that have been an injustice to many public servants over the last 40 years.
The Congressional Budget Office estimates the legislation will cost nearly $200 billion over 10 years. The Social Security Office says those impacted won't need to make any changes unless they have a new address or their direct deposit information is changed.
That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over now to News 8 meteorologist Art Jarrett.
All right, and away we go with your local weather here. We're looking at the possibility of cold conditions, but colder going into tomorrow. We'll also see teens popping back into the forecast, and it's just for tomorrow because we're going to bump those temperatures up, getting into at least some seasonal average temperatures for the next couple of days to follow. We'll also get into dry conditions that will hold on to the forecast for a while. Take a look here as we get into it, what's going to happen for you as we go into it right now. Not much happening outside right now currently, but you're going to see this area of low pressure start to make its way in as we get into today. You'll see it kind of moving into the northern tier here, and eventually that's going to kind of track down a little bit. That's going to push the snow going southward through the area. Now, it is light snow. A lot of it's not going to hit the ground, and if it does, it won't last long. We'll also see as we carry out more so going into, at least for Thursday, the next batch of this comes along and starts to work its way along across the northern tier, dropping down on top of us. Now, this also extends down to the south to this system, all the way down into the Gulf of Mexico. As this continues to drive a little bit more to the east, it's going to keep snow into our forecast, possibly going into Saturday. And then by Saturday night, we could see more of that snow coming back again going into Sunday. And that carries over all the way into possibly into Monday, maybe even Tuesday with a slight chance. We'll carry over into at least today from 20 to about 27 degrees. We'll hold on to mostly cloudy skies. Sometimes we'll be even cloudier as we go through the morning hours. You can see those clouds filling in with snow working across, trying to get across the Mississippi. As it does, by the time we get in the noon hour, snow possibilities getting into Eau Claire, and that goes to about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Then it drives down to the south. Now, yesterday we had snow kind of listed all the way through here. It was all the way from Sparta all the way up to Black River Falls down to Viroqua as well. Now it looks like it's more to the east, back on the other side of the Mississippi. That all tracks down to the south going towards Prairie du Chien. If anything does kind of stick around and hits, we're holding on to colder conditions going into the overnight and into the early mornings for tomorrow. We have single-digit numbers back to some maybe near double-digit temperatures going into the 7 o'clock hour. That all changes. We're all back to single digits with snow hanging up mostly to the north there. And as we finish out going into 12:30 in the noon hour, it looks to be light snow trying to get down to the ground, but it looks like that may not even occur as that happens. As far as snow is concerned, we're not looking at a lot. You can see not much pops through the area. Most of it is up to the north, and we're looking at maybe a dusting or less. We finish out for the day. You'll see most of the areas holding on to cloudy skies to mostly cloudy conditions through the forecast. Temperatures will be huddled in the low 20s to the middle 20s as we finish out the afternoon, going right back into the north zone again, holding on to some clearing to partly cloudy skies to finish your day. Highs for today, I should say for tomorrow, we're looking at least 17 to about maybe 23. We're going to be around 19 degrees for tomorrow, Eau Claire about 17. And as we finish out for the next few days, we're holding on to temperatures to be cold, colder, back to the mild, still mild for Friday with a 20% chance of snow. We'll come back again Saturday night with that snow coming in again for Sunday as a 30% chance. That's when we'll possibly see that hit the ground, and that carries over into Monday and a slight chance for Tuesday. Back to you.
All right, Art, thank you. Still ahead, artificial intelligence joins the fight to save kidney patients. One man's close call and the technology that could prevent it.
Coming up in the Blitz, conference clashing. Some area hoop squads looking to pick up a league victory, plus the Badger men out on the East Coast facing off with Rutgers. Highlights in just a bit.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelry is going out of business and closing their doors forever. Saturday, January 11th at 1 p.m. Save up to 81% off. Lowest prices on all fine jewelry store-wide. Don't miss your chance to save big at Holton's. Hurry in.
News 8 Now and the Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees in parks with notes attached to them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Donations will be accepted at the Co-op Credit Union location in Alaska.
It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. Choose American Waterworks.
We see you out there, giving your whole heart to what you do. That doesn't mean you have to give your whole wallet, too. It's why we make sure that as you find your way, you can find value along the way. Like $3 off select Blaine's brand cat food. Get a free $15 gift card with $75 spent on Purina Pro Plan. Plus, rewards members get free same-day delivery on pet orders of $49 or more.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelry is going out of business and closing their doors forever. Saturday, January 11th at 1 p.m. Save up to 81% off. Lowest prices on all fine jewelry store-wide. Don't miss your chance to save big at Holton's. Hurry in.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it and serving this community all day, every day. We work hard for this trust and love telling your local stories because we, like you, expect more.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, we're starting to get back to normalcy out of the holiday breaks. Some conference races heating up on the hardwood. Let's begin up north in some Dairyland play. 5-win Melrose Mindoro visiting 6-win Alma Pepin in ladies action. First half, Eagles off to a hot start on the hands of Tori Creighton, who knocks down the mid-range J. Mustangs answer. Courtney Nikolai off the baseline ties it up. Mustangs defense turning to offense as Cooper Zeman gets the steal and a breakaway lay-in for the lead. And the Mustangs stay hot with Anna Radcliffe, who drains the corner three to add to that lead. Later, Radcliffe with the drive and dish inside to Lydia Tracy for another 2 points. Then Radcliffe right back to the well, this time feeding it to Bristol Coates. Melrose Mindoro beats Alma Pepin 58-45. Over to Spring Grove for a big-time rivalry game. Lions hosting the Houston Hurricanes. First half, Lions off to a quick start. The feed inside to Troy Reinhardt for the easy deuce. And Zach Brum is going to find Ben Oudstoon for three. Knocks it down. Spring Grove goes up by 5. Houston would lock in on defense, though. Morgan Roeder gets the steal, hits a little Euro step for the nice lay-in. And a few minutes later, Roeder with another steal, and this time he's also going all the way through contact. Lays it in. Houston would get hot. Carter Geiwitz steps back, hits the 3-0 but net right there. This one would go into overtime, but Houston would pull away 55-46. Badgers on the East Coast taking on Rutgers. Halfway through the first half, Max Klesmit dropping a dime to Xavier Amos. Throws it down to go up 9. A couple minutes later, with the shot clock winding down, the ball's going to find John Blackwell, who hoists an off-balance attempt, and it goes. Blackwell had a game-high 21 points. Right before the half, more late clock magic. Kamari McGee gets to a spot, steps back, and cans the mid-range jumper to make it 43-34 at the intermission. Wisconsin gets back to 500 in Big Ten play and 12-3 overall as they take down the Scarlet Knights 75-63. And Matt LaFleur yesterday confirming a torn ACL for Christian Watson, so the Green Bay wideout will miss an extended period of time. All right, that'll do for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today? It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us. It's our pleasure. Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
from Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily, Jardians, at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see. I'm lowering my A1C.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardians can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardians may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired, and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardians. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardians is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices during the New Year's sale at Home Furniture.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
There's obviously a lot of different health issues related to untreated hearing loss. Hearing loss can affect tinnitus, depression, isolation, heart health, cognitive decline, hypertension, diabetes, osteoporosis, safety, and balance. The point is, you're never too old to do something.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
The News 8000 app. Get it today so you can have here.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
News 8 Now Sports. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Welcome back. In your morning medical news, today marks 5 years since Chinese authorities confirmed they had identified COVID-19 as a novel coronavirus. It was initially named 2019 nCoV by the World Health Organization. That was January 7th, 2020. Remember that. It came a week after cases of pneumonia from unknown causes were detected in Wuhan, China, were first reported to the WHO, which then declared the virus a pandemic on March 11th of 2020. The FDA wants changes to pulse oximeters. These finger devices check oxygen levels in your blood. It became common during COVID, but studies show they're less accurate for people with darker skin, often showing oxygen levels higher than they really are. Now the FDA wants manufacturers to change how they test and label these devices. A new study shows instant access to medical records may be backfiring. Patients now see test results before their doctors can review them, but often struggle to understand the medical language. Researchers suggest either making reports more patient-friendly or talking with your doctor ahead of time about what to look for in the results. It seems AI is everywhere these days, right? But perhaps the biggest impact AI is having is in the medical field. Bo Evans has a firsthand look at how one clinic is using the technology to treat dialysis patients.
Anything that can help, it's worth using.
Farida Lalani has been running dialysis machines for more than 20 years. AI is now changing the landscape of patient care.
The AI is able to look into the patient's, clinical data, not just the present, but the past.
DeLorean AI analyzes data from back in time and helps doctors create a treatment plan for the future. The approach is innovative for innovative renal care.
The AI predicts that this patient might be at a higher risk of hospitalization or missing treatment or whatever. So that helps me kind of focus on those areas.
This new technology could help patients like Pesh Patel.
I didn't think I was going to make it out of the ICU. I thought that was it.
In 2017, while he was on a business trip to Australia, Pesh didn't realize he was having kidney failure.
Within 2 hours of entering the ER, had 2 blood transfusions and was moved up to ICU.
Pesh had only one developed kidney, and that kidney was only operating at 2%. He needed to be on dialysis while he waited for a kidney transplant, which he received in 2018.
And then fast forward 2.5 years, unfortunately, that kidney rejected. So here I am, again, back on dialysis and on the transplant waiting list.
While Pesh's dialysis treatment center doesn't use DeLorean AI's technology, he's advocating for them to be in every dialysis clinic in the country.
When DeLorean AI is implemented, it's going to really help facilitate better patient care. And it's going to help, I think, create more efficiencies within the dialysis units.
And he hopes that leads to better outcomes and longer lives for dialysis patients.
You're not alone. Help is here. Don't be afraid.
And we all know that flying can be stressful, especially this time of year. A four-legged friend is bringing some tail-wagging tranquility to the terminal. A golden retriever named Dino has one job, that is spreading happiness and joy to passengers at the airport. The 3-year-old therapy dog offers a dose of calm and comfort to travelers passing through Macedonia, giving them a break from long lines and hectic check-in counters.
His job is to bring happiness and joy among the passengers, and he comes, he pets, he plays with them, and everybody's happy, including Dino.
Dino's trainers have dubbed him Zen Dog. Passengers say he helps ease their anxiety, one cuddle at a time. Dozens of U.S. airports have also started employing therapy dogs to help de-stress passengers. A 5-figure gift is helping GET Middle School embrace the future of education. News 8 Now's Grace Monk shows us how the money will enhance the STEAM Roadshow program.
GET Middle School received $25,000 from the district's educational fund to help purchase equipment for their STEAM Roadshow program.
We went to them with a wish. And we asked for this large amount of money, and they loved the idea. They wanted to be on board. They wanted to help our kids be innovators.
STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics.
STEAM Roadshow allows students to work with robots to practice creativity and problem-solving skills.
That money is going directly to our Sphero robots, which are both the Sphero Bolt Pluses, which are kind of like a ball, and then our Sphero RVR Pluses as well.
One goal of the program is to prepare students for the future.
Exposing them to different coding type projects or the robots and those types of things, just again really working on setting GET apart when we focus on those 21st century skills for our students.
Students aren't the only ones that benefit from the program. While they're at the Roadshow, teachers undergo training on ways to integrate new technology into the classroom.
The world we live in is a technology-rich world, and so we want our teachers to start integrating that technology into their classroom to prepare our students for the world that they're going to enter.
Recent trainings have focused on AI.
I showed them some tools about how AI can be used to help them be more efficient, but also more effective in their classrooms.
Although the program is new this year, it's already showing results.
We have seen students who are just really building their resilience against challenges and piquing interest in technology. They love the different challenges that have been set up in coding and just those overall innovative concepts.
Grace Monk, News 8 Now This Morning.
Now we'll send it over to News 8 meteorologist Art Jarrett for a look at our morning commute.
All right, my friend, take a look at this. This just showed up now, holding on to the radar, going back a few hours, but you can see, yep, snow starting to work its way into Minnesota and eventually down to the south. It's already kind of working its way already into portions of Iowa. So we'll keep an eye on that over the next few hours. We'll possibly see some snow working in the forecast by the time we get in the noon hour up to the north by Eau Claire. But right now, most of the snow that's here is pretty much over Lake Michigan. And in fact, as we get into your forecast for the kids heading out to school, you're looking at 11 degrees for the 7 o'clock hour, cold, dry, and calm. By the time you get back at 3 o'clock, you're looking at low chance of snow into the forecast, but it's possible. Yesterday at 3 o'clock, that snow was right on top of La Crosse. We'll hold on to Eau Claire. Snow is possible as we get right into the noon hour for you. However, at 7 o'clock this morning, you're looking at 5 degrees out there, and it is cold, it is calm, so there's no wind chill really to affect you. You're holding on to 19 degrees, though, in the afternoon by 3 o'clock, and that low chance of snow is passing out of your area and working down to the south. Current temperatures for you from 6 in Ladysmith, now 5 in Eau Claire, still Winona, 9 in La Crosse, 0 in Sparta, -2. That has not changed at all for Black River Falls. Down to the south, you're looking at least 8 to about 11 degrees out there. Feels like temperature is quite similar to what you're looking at, and as we carry over, we're holding on to at least calm conditions through the forecast area. You're also going to be seeing CityCam 8 looks pretty good. Calm conditions and quiet out there right now. Over in Menominee, pretty much the same, but you're not seeing any way of fog at all for your local forecast. So please be safe out there and have a wonderful day.
And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Roger's turning 88 years old today. He loves to woodwork, going to farmers markets, and was recently flown to Washington, D.C. as part of the Freedom Honor Flight.
Very cool. Happy birthday, Roger. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88, we'd love to feature them.
Yeah, that's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
Still to come, 2 local animal experts join us to explain how your pet could make you $1,000 richer.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Attention business owners. Start 2025 confidently with Your Choice Roofing, your trusted partner for commercial roofing solutions. Our expert craftsmanship and premium materials ensure a roof that stands the test of time. Don't wait. Our schedule is filling up fast. Get ahead of the rush and secure your spot now to protect your building and your bottom line. Visit yourchoiceroofing.com today to get started.
The camper. It has been a reliable companion for your family's good times. But after years of use, it is showing some wear and tear. A broken window from an errant baseball, a couch that your dog allegedly chewed on, and an AC unit that doesn't work like it should. It's time to call Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. We have been improving your family's camper since 1970. Call us today and we will make your camper feel brand new. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
Beware of getting mortgage information and mortgage rates online. I get a lot of home buyers that get their mortgage information online or get a pre-approval letter from a computer. I can tell you that talking to someone with over 30 years of experience, that everyone's situation is different, and sticking to a lender that has my experience is important to your financial future.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
The dentist will be right in.
Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited?
Yeah, Doc, but there's so much to consider. Medicare, finances. Oh, and I lose my dental insurance.
You can get your own from Physicians Mutual. Easiest decision ever. It's real dental insurance that's real affordable. Well, I think my work here is done.
Wait, what?
Hey, I heard you're retiring soon. You excited?
Affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. One of the easiest retirement decisions you can make. For a free information kit, call now. This dental insurance helps cover over 400 procedures. Everything from cleanings and fillings to crowns and dentures. See any dentist you want with no deductibles and no annual maximum.
Well, I think my work here is done.
Wait, what?
To get your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
All right, well, good morning to you. As we go into it, your local forecast is holding on to cold conditions today, but will be colder tomorrow. We have highs that are going to fall into the teens. And then eventually, as we go deeper into the week, we'll still hold on to the dry air. Temperatures will start to feel a little bit warmer on your skin as we return back to at least seasonal average temperatures or back into the mild. That'll go for a couple of days, and eventually that'll carry over as we go into the weekend, where we'll see temperatures warming up even more so to at least about into the lower 30s. That being said, water vapor imagery is showing some moisture out there right now, and that is ushering in some snow that's working closer. But we're looking at limited amounts of snow, light snow at that, and you can see it kind of working its way across up to the north, getting into Wisconsin. This low will drop down, so that snow will start to work its way a little bit more so going into from north to south through the area. That carries over for today, going into tomorrow. With that happening, it kicks out as we go in with another low pressure system comes in for Thursday. This one has a little more juice to it. This is a 10% to 20% chance working in the forecast. As it gets closer, snow's going to probably wind up coming in by Friday. You can see that happening there for us. It is a light chance of that occurring. We're looking at least maybe a 20% chance of that, and then working again mostly to the east, you can see, but also to the north and working to the forecast here locally. That being said, we'll take this into a little bit deeper. We're seeing more snow possibly coming back again as we go into Saturday, carrying over into Sunday. That'll go Saturday night with a chance for snow moving to the forecast, turning into a 30% chance for Sunday. That'll carry over into at least Monday and then taper off possibly as we go into Tuesday in the early morning hours. That being said, take a look at what's going on. Highs for Tuesday will go at least for today about 20 to about 27 degrees for us today under mostly cloudy skies. You can see how cloudy it is looking right there. It almost looks like an hourglass, right, when that snow starts to work in. Then all of a sudden the clouds start to taper off. Now, slightly down to the south as well, but to the north where all that colder air is, you're seeing the teens dropping into more of that temperature and snow kind of holding on to areas right by La Crosse. We'll see some snow by 1 o'clock going in, I should say noon, going into about the 2 o'clock hour. Then it breaks down. We see more snow potential as we go into 3 o'clock here. Yesterday, the snow was here over La Crosse and Sparta, but now it's gone. But we could see that happening again, moving back to the area. The models maybe not updating or at least possibly not working out for us in the long run. run. Overnight snow comes in as at 4 o'clock in the morning for us, and that carries all the way into back into the late morning into the early afternoon. It's light stuff, probably not even hitting the ground. We'll take it into how this all plays out over the next few days, my friends, and we'll carry over into temperatures like this, 23 to 19 for today and tomorrow. So we're going colder. The temperatures in the early morning, though, not much change because of that cloud cover or some cloud cover, and of course that snow, a little blanket of helping us out from getting too cold. Then eventually we'll see temperatures warm up Thursday going into Friday, where we'll see them back into the mild upper 20s for you, carrying over into Saturday and Sunday, still holding the same as well. Then we'll get into that snow, a 30% chance. That'll put some snow on the ground for us here locally, and eventually that'll carry over into Monday as a 20% chance. Back to you, Alexandra.
Thank you, Art. Well, your pet's funniest moments could win you big money. The Cooley Region Humane Society and Onalaska Animal Hospital teaming up for a unique fundraiser. Joining us are Humane Society Executive Director Heather Dryvold and Dr. Nicole Azine from Onalaska Animal Hospital to tell us more. Good morning, ladies. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for
having us. So just start by telling us a little bit about PetFlix. How does it work? What is it?
So PetFlix is basically the same thing as America's Funniest Home Videos.
Okay.
So you just upload your funniest video, and we're hoping to see some really great ones.
Yeah, pets do a lot of funny stuff, so I'm sure you guys are going to get amazing submissions.
I want to know, sorry to interrupt you, what are the rules?
Well, so you can find the rules on Onalaska Animal Hospital's website. Submissions have already started, and they are going through, I think it's, what is it, January 24th. Voting starts January 27th through February 8th, and you can only vote once a day. Once a day. But you vote once a day, and then the winner will be announced on Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay.
There is an annual event called the Puppy Bowl that kind of highlights shelter pets and the need for adoptions, and so we thought it would be good to time it with that.
Yeah.
So we're going to host a Facebook Live event right after the Puppy Bowl and announce our winner. And the grand prize for the funniest PetFlix is $1,000.
Okay.
And then we're also hosting a 50-50 raffle. Lots of ways to contribute, get involved, and fun stuff.
Yeah, that's great. We've got your flyer up there, so it looks like there's a QR code. And do people go to the Humane Society's website to vote, or where does the voting take place?
So voting for the PetFlix videos will take place actually on both websites.
Okay. And then submissions, is that on a different place?
Submissions is just on the Onalaska Animal Hospital website.
Okay,
All right,
perfect.
so about those submissions, what kind of pictures are best to send?
So not just, so we're not looking for pictures, we're looking for videos, okay?
Videos,
and we want you to, bring out the funniest things that your pets have done. We do need original content, no AI generated video.
Okay.
But the funniest things that they've done, they are, they bring so much joy to our lives, and and even when even during some of the toughest times. So we want to see them. Okay.
Yeah, that is great. I'm sure you're going to get so many amazing ones. And how do these funds help local shelter animals? Tell us a little bit about that.
So we are always looking for funds to help support the animals, but this specifically will go directly towards continuing medical care for the animals. So we do a lot of internal spays and neuters, sending dentals out quite often, and then any other random health ailment that a pet will come in with. So really looking for those funds to help support animals directly.
Okay, great. Very important there. Well, thank you so much, ladies. You got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I want to know. So, well, here's the thing. So folks are going to want to be a part of this. So when do they start watching these videos?
So, like I said, video submissions have started, but voting goes January 27th through February 8th.
Okay, great.
So,
Until Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
A good way to remember it there.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you both again so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We're back right after this.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, an historic settlement for veterans who were kicked out of the military over their sexuality. Jim Axelrod has been investigating this for years, and now he has their reactions to potentially having their honor restored. Also, here's a question. Are you still figuring out some New Year's resolutions? Yeah, we are. Jill Schlesinger will share tips to help you stay on track with your financial goals all year long. And Oprah joins us today to reveal the next pick for her book club. We'll talk to her and the author and hear why Oprah says this book changed her life. Wow. We'll see you 7 o'clock on the dot.
Dreaming of a career but worried about time and cost? At CVTC, we make it easy. With low tuition costs and a wide variety of programs to choose from, we'll get you job ready in just 1 to 2 years. You'll graduate with minimal debt and find a career you love with competitive starting salaries. Dive into your future today with affordable, fast, and rewarding programs at CVTC. Visit cvtc.edu to learn more.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Welcome to the rustic side of Black River Furniture Outlet, Western Wisconsin's Cabin Store. Buy unique, one-of-a-kind pieces made in the USA, featuring aspen, hickory, barnwood, and specialty woods like walnut and maple burl. Shop dining sets, bars and bar stools. Find epoxy pieces, coffee and end tables, cabin furniture bedroom sets in king, queen, full, or twin. Bunk beds and case pieces to match. Huge selection in stock to take home or deliver today. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Let River City Grill in Winona, Minnesota be your new go-to dinner destination. We provide exceptional service no matter the occasion. From date nights to family outings with the kids, we have something for everybody at the table. Enjoy one of our 23 tap beers and pair it with a burger and fries during our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. Or, for a fine dining experience, try our salmon and steak entrees paired with our amazing signature cocktails. River City Grill, located in Winona, Minnesota. Call or book an online reservation today.
Welcome, everybody! Everything is possible in January.
What elevates life every day is about finding yourself.
Yes.
Accept it all.
It's a choice. Yeah, friendship is such a big one.
This January, spend more time with the people you love. New Drew, new you.
Okay, ready?
Weekdays at 3 on News 8. Download the News 8000 app today.
Welcome back at 6:52. Time for your morning news now. FBI and U.S. Marshals joining the manhunt for a New Lisbon murder suspect. It's been 1 week now since 3 bodies were found in a New Lisbon home. A survival expert says it's likely that Virgil Thu isn't hiding in the woods because of the freezing cold temperatures. He's likely found his way indoors.
Well, fugitives in this position will rely upon other people that are sympathetic to their whatever's going on in their life and maybe assist them. Can he be hidden in plain sight right there in that small town? Possibly.
The expert says if Thu is dead, it makes the search more difficult. And a reminder that if you see anything suspicious, call police. The ceremonial counting of the electoral votes went on without a hitch at the Capitol yesterday. Vice President Harris presided over the joint session of Congress, announcing that President-elect Donald Trump and his VP won the 2024 election. It's rare that a sitting vice president gets their party's presidential nomination, and loses having to oversee the certification of their own loss.
Today, I did what I have done my entire career, which is take seriously the oath that I have taken many times to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, performing my constitutional duties to ensure that the people of America, the voters of America, will have their votes counted, that those votes matter, and that they will determine then the outcome of an election.
The day also came on the heels of the 4-year anniversary of the attack on the Capitol. And on that same day, a New York City judge ruled the president-elect still must be sentenced Friday in his hush money case. Trump's legal team tried to indefinitely postpone the sentencing while he appeals. He was convicted on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records last year. Wisconsin lawmakers are back in session. The state capitol welcoming 37 new legislators today. Assembly Speaker Robin Baugh says Republicans' top priority is returning the state surplus to taxpayers.
We will pass a tax cut focused on those who pay taxes in Wisconsin. The money that we set aside for that tax cut will not be spent by this legislature on other wants, no matter how many special interests or tax and spend politicians apply pressure to get it out of the Treasury's hands.
The new session comes as the governor proposes expanding the state referendum process. And Governor Evers putting his political hold on future. The Democrat says any decision about a third term will wait until the budget process. At 74, he's already hinted at running again in 2026, but first is his State of the State address next month, where he will outline his 2-year budget. New this morning, the La Crosse Community Foundation welcoming a new leader, Chad Dull, taking over as CEO today. The Cashton native built his career at Western Tech and La Crosse schools, recently led a national poverty education program. We'll sit down with Dull this morning and bring you his vision for La Crosse on News 8 at noon.
Okay, we know it's been cold. We know it's going to be colder tomorrow now. Temperatures will drop a few degrees going back to the teens. But just because it's dry, I just want to let you know, doesn't mean we can't get snow to the ground. In some cases, you'll see this as we go through the next few days. The possibility is a 10% chance of snow today, trying to get down to the ground over by Eau Claire, possibly. Maybe a slight chance getting to La Crosse as well today, at least by the 3 o'clock hour. Holding on to that, we go into Wednesday with a little extra sunshine in the picture, and then we pick up the clouds going into at least cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. We'll carry that over into Friday with a 20% chance of snow coming back, and then another chance coming in Saturday night going into Sunday, and that's a 30% chance with the possibility of really getting that snow on the ground.
Okay, all right, thank you. A spider monkey in a pink tutu, there it is, led police on a chase near St. Louis. Jefferson County deputies found the fashionable fugitive sitting in the grass Friday morning. The primate in pink kept its cool as deputies carefully moved it to bring it to safety. After some careful coaxing, the tutu-wearing escape artist is now back home with its owner. All right, well, it is very cute.
Spider monkeys have been in the forecast, or at least in the news for the last couple of days now.
Have they?
Yeah.
They've replaced the pandas as the animal
I guess so.
of the moment. Yeah, but we did have pandas earlier, so we're covering all the bases today. Thank you for starting your morning with us. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your morning.